Alright, well, you already know what it is. Your boy Big Picture Fats. Welcome to the Gray Area, presented to you by the Big Picture Music. Okay, today we got my man Wes Taylor right here from the West Coast. You heard me? Yo, we gonna listen. I think this is gonna be one of the very few people we get from the West Coast here. We don't got really a lot of official West Coast niggas from on this side that really live out this way. So this is definitely a pleasure, and he's gonna be able to tune us into a lot of stuff we don't get to understand. You feel me? But go ahead, introduce yourself. You know I told him who you are, but tell him a little bit about yourself and where to find you real quick before we get going.
That shit was hard, bro. Yeah, that shit was hard. Nigga been practicing.
Yo, I just been seeing.
Hey, that shit was natural, bro. That shit was natural. Goddamn. Yeah, I go by Wes Taylor, man. Yeah, I'm from the West Coast, residing on the East Coast. You know, WST period Taylor. Yeah, I'm a rapper, I'm an artist, and I'm trying to be a painter, trying to paint now and shit like that, you feel me? Trying to get really into being artistic. I'm not artistic.
Hey, that's fire, that's fire. Yo, it's funny because the word autistic and artistic, I feel like those two words kind of go together because I feel like autistic people are some of the most artistic people.
No, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
it's kind of crazy that they sound like that.
My stepsister is autistic, and she know how to draw. She have collection of books, read, very smart. Yeah,
they use that word spectrum a lot when they talk about autistic people. That's because they see the world on a different spectrum. Shout out to the autistic kids, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, you know, they have the autistic awareness. A lot of people really don't even know what autistic means for real. You know what I'm saying? No, they don't. They just think that just means like delayed or just like, no, like they just... Autistic kids, their brains just see things differently than the regular, you know, the mental works. So their third eye seems to stay open while ours typically closes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's hard. That's a hard perspective. That's hard. That was hard.
They stay pure for a long time and they understand things like on a way different spectrum.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know you was getting into art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was gonna get into the music. We're gonna get into your music too, of course, but. Let's get into the art real quick. Cause you say you slowing down. Cause I was really about to say your last song you dropped on YouTube. Your last video was like a year ago, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Jesus Shuttlesworth, right? That was was that the last visual you dropped?
Yeah,
Jesus Shuttlesworth, right?
Jesus Shuttlesworth.
So I was literally about to ask you, like, what, you know, it's been like a year since you dropped something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, where you been at? What's been going on, man? So I see you getting into the art.
Yeah.
Talk to me
man,
about it.
that was a fire question. Can we curse? Can we?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, man.
Right,
like, nigga, I was being a father, nigga. Shit, that's real shit. Man, I got a kid, man. I've just been trying to like.
And congratulations on your kid too. That's your first kid, right?
Yeah, it's my first kid, so I'm just paying attention to him. But I'm never not working. I'm still going to studios. I'm still writing. I'm still, you know, finding ways to be creative. Even with my son be right next to me. I'm writing raps. So I'm listening to beats. My son be right next to me where I'm like, if I'm like. I'm trying to paint. I'm teaching him how to paint. So we teaching each other how to paint low key. Fire. So, you know, so whatever I'm not letting like that stop me. I just want to like prepare and like next time I drop, it's a complete package. So it's just like right now I'm doing the groundwork for it. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of tapes coming out. You know, and it sounds cliche when rappers say that shit. Nah, but I really got some tapes coming out that's already programmed, already scheduled, you know what I'm saying, and like already ready to shoot, ready to fly. It's just giving you the whole package, you know what I'm saying? Right. Like where it's like, you know how movies drop, like the Sonic 3, you get the popcorn, right. You know what I'm saying? You get this, you get that as soon as the movie drop.
Absolutely.
You know, I don't want to keep dropping shit and I ain't got nothing to show for it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like my next drop, I want to have things to show for it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't even care.
I feel like a lot of artists lack in that area when it comes, because that's good, like monetization, I should say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not big on like I'm not a big out there artist as far as popularity because I don't like the limelight. I'm like more on the business side of the music world. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I do a lot of like sync licenses and shit like that. That's where a lot of my music gets played. I don't got like a crazy YouTube following and nothing like that. You know what I mean? But I do understand like getting into that zone where you want to, give people more than just a song every here and there. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I try to tell artists a lot that the rollout is very important.
Yeah.
The rollout is very important for when you're about to drop a song. And a lot of artists be like, yo, why don't you do it like on some practice what you preach type shit. It's like, because you want to be famous and I don't.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And the thing is, I don't want to be famous. I just want to create a cult following. It's kind of like, you know, some people like Coke, some people like Pepsi. You feel me? Like, so it's just more I do this just for the love and the art for it and the culture. Like I said, I always say I am culture. Wow. You know, no matter what reach or pinnacle this art form takes me, I'm good with 5,000 a month. I'm good with 10,000 a month. If I can make this music give me 10, 15,000 a month, I'm all right.
Yo, somebody like you or somebody like you what goes like that is super realistically the type of artist that's gonna succeed in music, because having that scale on things, right? Understanding $10,000-$15,000 a month, that's like if you got 5,000 people that listen to your music and support and like are your fans. If you just got 5,000 regular fans, you're gonna make $10,000-$15,000 a month off just your T-shirts or your streams and shit like that. You're gonna make $10,000-$15,000 a month, no problem. You know what I'm saying? Say you make a page where they get to subscribe for $1.99 a month or even 99 cents a month. You know what I'm saying? That's $5,000 a month from just $1 subscriptions. Yeah. From niggas who get to get like secret sneak peeks of behind the scenes of things that you're doing and shit like that. Yeah. I be telling a lot of artists, yo, bro, you could build a small business into every little aspect of the music, bro. Every little thing could be an entity. You feel me? Right now you're sitting in a music studio. There's a recording studio here. There's a motherfucking there's custom fabrics here. People making fresh clothes. You know what I'm saying? Literally stitching that shit by hand. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Monk's Clothing, because that's, you know what I mean, that's my homie. I gotta shout him out. You know, and you and like we doing a podcast. We in the lounge, like, you know what I mean. So and that's multiple LLCs under one roof. You literally could turn anything into a business. And I definitely encourage y'all to start thinking that way and to start becoming entities, because you get like a lot of different. I wouldn't say, I mean, you do get grants and shit like that as far as being a business, or even like a non-profit. It's not as hard as you think. He's saying some real shit. You know, he's giving y'all game, man. It's not as hard as you think it is to open up a non-profit. You can, you know, I mean, you can do it right online, or you can go down, you know, and work with the city and stuff. You know, you've seen it done. You feel me? So it's not hard, bro. Just go spend $300-$400 on legalizing some paperwork, separating yourself from your business name or your regular name. You know what I'm saying? No, you could LLC your name. You know what I'm saying? Your government name. Because, you know, not to cut you off. Yeah, go ahead. It's funny when people say that. It's like, not to cut you off, but I'm gonna cut you off. Right? You know, it's funny when people say that shit, because I was like, damn, you know, that's not what I'm really trying to say. But I just want to add on what you're saying. No, it's like, you know, because I feel like the reason why you see like the difference what you'll do and what others do is because, like you said, they focus on the fame. If they focus on the popularity instead of building their brand and building their business, and building a culture that people can participate in. You know what I'm saying? Like Star Wars is a culture that people can participate in. Correct. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that was dope too, right? That was dope. Star Wars. Yeah, it's just like like people wear Star Wars like if you could go the marathon, people participate at by just getting a marathon burger. Right. You know what he just did with the marathon brand? Like, you feel me? Like what Black Sam did, it's just like he could have easily did a record label. Right. He could have easily, but he just furthered the brand of. Now he's getting into the food, the restaurants. You know what I'm saying? So now they're getting into the athletes and you know what I'm saying? They get into that and they get into the burger food. You know, it's bigger than You know what feed the people, man, is information, knowledge, and clothes. You know what I'm saying? That's what build a community. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So just seeing that, and that's why a lot of rappers out here, and I'm not saying that specifically where we at, but just out here don't understand that, you know, term where it's like, I'm not saying be a politician and stuff like that, but, you know, art imagery is very strong, you know, including, you know, like what you say, you know what I'm saying? Poetry is words. Absolutely. So I feel like imagery is very strong. That's the reason why, you know, we see a white Jesus. That's imagery. You know what I'm saying? That's understand that art, you know what I'm saying? Like understand that. So I feel like rappers don't do the knowledge enough. You know, so you get the little dirt. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you get, you know,
I don't know that nigga, so I ain't gonna say free him. Like I know the nigga, just God bless you, bro. God bless you.
Real shit.
Yeah, I don't know that nigga say free.
That was the realest shit I heard.
God bless. But yeah,
that was fire how you just said that because real shit. You got. I got into it with some people on Facebook when the whole shit happened with Takeoff.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, somebody had posted like R.I.P. this and that, and I was like, they know what the fuck they did. They know basically making it. You know what I mean? I was like, nigga, that wasn't no accident. That wasn't no spur of the moment type situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And nigga, they jumped on my back. Nigga, them niggas was like, get the fuck out of here. Let us grieve him. I'm like, what the fuck? You don't know him.
Yeah. Right. Yeah,
I'm like, let you grieve him. You don't know him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have no fucking. I never
appreciate his music.
You was not sharing this nigga shit.
Right.
You wasn't talking about this nigga at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit's just crazy. How
shit bothers me. You had to drink some water.
Yo, niggas
Nigga got high.
I don't like how these motherfuckers be glorifying a lot. Nah, a lot of people be glorifying these artists though. And these artists they're all broke. They're all broke, and I can't get enough of saying this. Like, you know what I mean? If motherfuckers want to ask, ask specific names, and like I'll literally tell you the truth, bro. A lot of 75% of the music industry is broke as fuck. Y'all niggas think these niggas is getting money off these. I don't give a fuck how 100 million streams. They don't get the money. It goes to the label.
Yeah.
That's why they out selling ass, and by selling ass, I mean they got to go do a whole bunch of fucking shows. That's why they tell you the lie that the money's in the touring. It's not in the touring. It's in everything else that you're just not getting paid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're selling albums and not getting the money. You're getting streams and you're not getting the money. You're selling clothes and products and you're not getting the money. You know what I'm saying? Like they're keeping your fucking money, bro. That's what them 360 deals mean. You get nothing, but we make you look cool for a long time till we done with you. Let me ask you a fucking crazy. Yeah, let me ask you a crazy question.
You gotta
right?
be fucked up, man. How you treat me is how Disney treat Mickey Mouse, nigga. Like how you treat me is how don't treat me like that, man. Treat me like I'm here to stay.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I would say I'm here to stay.
Cause you've seen it. You've seen it with all the artists, all the best artists, bro. They choose their few little gatekeepers.
Yeah.
They choose their few gatekeepers, but everybody else is temporary, bro.
Nah, that's crazy. Yeah.
They don't last.
Nah, you right. I seen it.
How much longevity?
Locally, I seen it. Locally,
of course.
Because I go back and study the game, man. That's one thing, man. When it comes to like this music shit, like I didn't have to go look for hip hop. A lot of rappers had to go look for hip hop, look for rap. Rap and hip hop was in my household, so it's embedded in me. So this culture that I'm in, I'm really passionate about it. It don't matter like.
How was it in your household? Like, talk to me about that.
Sure. My household was fun, man. My mom wasn't no doctor, no lawyer, no real estate. No, she became a real estate agent. My fault. But she wasn't your. Man, I'm trying to think, man. My mom was the father from Good Times. She could be Gina or Pam from Martin. Funny as hell. You know what I'm saying? She could be Eartha Kitt.
Yeah.
Real, Marilyn Monroe type, you know what I'm saying? And then real pimpish, man. Like she set me down let me watch Godfather.
Yeah.
She set me down, let me watch Scarface. You know what I'm saying? She was very open, she was very hippie. So I learned a lot from this woman. So the music we was playing was like DJ Quick, Sugar Free, E40, Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
But we playing some real vulgar, reality raps that surround us and stuff like that. And my family is very vulgar. My family is very open. You know what I'm saying? We talk a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And but we love hard. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So in my household, I didn't need to go outside to see elements.
Right.
All the elements you see outside is in my household.
That's dope. No, that's dope.
So it's like I grew up quick.
I definitely agree. I had a lot of similar going on in the crib too growing up. Honestly, I was kind of forced into music, if I'm gonna be
that's dope.
Kind of honest, because I was kind of a geek as an elementary kid. You know what I'm saying? I grew up. I still was an honor roll student when I graduated high school. I was.
That's hard. Hey, I'm a nerd too. I like anime and all that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got let me show you. I got anime tatted on me. I'm a nerd too. Yeah, I got. Yeah.
So So I didn't really care about music, no bullshit. I was just very geeky, I wanted to be a genius type shit,
That's
right?
hard.
So, I used to like break stereos and shit because my brothers and sisters be blasting music while I'm trying to get while I'm trying.
Hey, whoop this nigga ass, man! This nigga just broke my stereo.
I used to break him, and I'm trying to get my fucking work done. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, that's crazy.
So I'll fuck around and break the stereo and shit and get my ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? And
oh, that's funny.
but my older cousin, he kind of like raised me. His name's Fred, R.I.P. Fats. He's the original Fats. Everybody called him Fat Boy. He gave me the name Fats, actually.
Oh, that's hard, bro.
Because everybody thought we looked alike so much. Everybody thought it was my father. He taught me everything about music.
Yeah.
I was about 9-10 years old, and this is when I actually moved back this way from Cali. I lived in Cali too. For
you did?
For 6 years.
What part? LA? Indio?
Indio, yeah.
Where the hell is that at?
It's right outside of LA.
Oh, okay, bet.
It's kind of like close. It's like the desert, damn near. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I lived out there for a little bit. Then I was born in Boston, moved to Cali for 6-7 years with my grandmother. Then we moved back to Boston.
Oh, damn.
Right after that, so I moved to Lynn by the time I was like 9-10 years old.
Okay.
Started sticking around my older cousin because my mom was struggling with addiction and shit. Pops was never really around. Just had a stepdad, but he was just getting high with my mom's. Like, You know what I mean? So I didn't never wanted to be at the crib. I was either in the streets or I was fucking, with my big cuz. And he was the bootleg man. You know what I'm saying?
I remember the bootleg man.
My cousin was the bootleg man, and then I became the bootleg man.
That's hard. You had the Medea,
bro.
The Place.
Yo, all of them.
Bro,
let me tell you something. Yo, no disrespect. No disrespect. Y'all niggas made enough money off y'all.
That was some shit right there.
I don't feel bad about bootlegging none of y'all shit. Because, y'all made enough bread, nigga. Fuck that.
Man, I
bro, you know how
place.
much money I made off that? You remember Aventura? The fucking Spanish, the bachata song everybody go crazy about?
Nah, because in LA we didn't listen to bachata like that. Bachata, we gotta find that shit.
Yo,
bro.
that shit was
in
like,
LA, you gotta find that. Because it's no Dominican culture out there.
Oh, facts.
Yeah,
facts.
It's Mexican shit.
You're
they
right,
play salsa, they playing like Mexican R&B, like they playing something totally different.
I forgot the West Coast is definitely heavily Mexican.
Yeah, you thought a nigga was from Lynn at first. You was like, you a nigga.
Nah, I thought this shit was worldwide because of how popular the group became. You know what I'm saying?
I never heard of it.
But they ended up coming up with this dope popular
song. You ever heard of Romeo Santos?
He sound familiar.
If you heard a song, you would know. He was the lead singer.
Oh, Romeo Santos.
Oh, he was the lead singer. Yeah. So fucking basically, I was just about to say like I made damn near my same amount of money they made off the album. I made a shit ton of money because I kept people were stealing it out of each other's cars and niggas was having to come back to me and get doubles and triples and you know what I'm saying. But I got into the music like that. My older cousin, he basically took me under his wing. He was the bootleg man. He taught me how to hustle and make.
That's hard.
He's like, if you're gonna be around me, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't your daddy, nigga. I'm your big cousin. I can only do so much. I ain't gonna be out here buying you fucking McDonald's and shit every day. You have to get it on your own, son. So, but he gave me the product. He was like, you sell this, you know what I mean? So then,
that's hard.
For the next like almost 10 years of my life, I was very well known for either fucking running around the streets acting stupid with my homies or fucking the bootleg man. Because I was riding around on the beach cruiser like Debo. I dead ass was riding around. You listen to my music, you hear me talking about it in my music. I was literally like on a beach cruiser, nigga, with a backpack on, and I was, running down in barbershops and hair salons, and she's like, yo, I got CDs and movies, nigga, you know what I'm saying? But to get to the point, because of that lifestyle of having to sell the product, I had to learn what the fuck I was selling. So I had to start really listening to the music. My cousin was like, nah, nigga, you can't go up to me, motherfucker, talking about here's the new Jay-Z album, but you don't know what the fuck is dope on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, you gotta sell them the product. So you gotta start listening to this shit, understand it. And then he started teaching me how to understand the stories, understand the lyrics, how to break down a metaphor and a punchline. He just taught me, like, now he started teaching me the science behind the shit. This is what set me ahead of my peers at a young age. I'm fucking 10 years old.
That's
and
hard.
This nigga's breaking down the metaphor, the punchline, how to set them in the same place, when you're supposed to use them, when you shouldn't. And that's why my music is a little unorthodox as far as the lyricism compared to a lot of my peers, because a lot of people wait for that fourth bar before they hit that, like, boom, before they hit you with like a dope ass bar. But like, I catch him every trip, every single bar. I'm trying to hit you with a dope ass punchline and a metaphor and all that shit all in the same line.
Because that's what you're a fan of.
Because that's what I'm a fan of. So when I start that shit,
so
I started off with some
I'm a fan of. Yeah. I feel that.
So you from the West Coast?
Yeah.
What part of the West Coast you from?
Los Angeles, man. I was born in the Valley, and then I moved to the city. And then I had a single mom. Then went back to the Valley. Then went back to the city. Then went back to the Valley.
Yeah.
Then went back to the city, and then went to Lynn.
You was ping ponging. You was moving around.
Yeah, man. I really was, man. And that's why, like, everybody that know me knows that I know everybody. Not everybody, but I know everybody. Like, it don't matter. But yeah, man. So what about to say? Wait, yeah, man. And just living in LA, bro. You know, you grow up quick. You know what I'm saying? It's dope. But you said how you learn how to hustle. My mom, I learned how to hustle through my mom. She had her own music shop at a swap meet. Swap meet is like equivalent. It's like a flea market.
Yeah,
like a flea market. So
I remember the swap meet.
Yeah,
like
okay,
that.
yeah. So we had swap meets out there, shit like that. So like she had her own record store at a swap meet. So she was selling like CDs and stuff like that off the swap meet. And I used to work for her like at 19 years old. Yeah. So that's how I learned about a lot of.
So that
music.
was shit. That's quite similar. That's
how
quite similar because that's one of the things. There was we call it a flea market, like you said. It was right over there on the Linway, where across from Walmart.
Yeah, okay. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I was a kid. I was in there with the table set up, with all the CDs lined up. I had the music playing. I had a nice tent in the summertime. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. That's crazy work.
Yeah. So that's how I learned, music and learn how to hustle, learn how to like just, what's it called? Entrepreneurship. Yeah, goddamn.
So, when you first came out this way, I don't know if this is when you first came out this way or not, because I don't really know how long you were out here by the time I had met you, because I met you through KMF.
Yeah.
I met you through J Moon and them, like when I first started spending time around you a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, you missed a lot of history there.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. I don't know how long you was out here before that.
Yeah, I've been out here since like 2017, 2018, bro.
Okay, yeah.
Like, cause my pops lived out here in Lynn, so I'll come and visit him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I just eventually just stayed.
Oh, so you was already in the loop way before.
I was in the loop before KMF.
Yeah. Facts.
Like I knew ST Nack. Those were the first people I met. Was ST Nack, Khalil Jacobs, the Twins, Supreme. Those are the people I first met.
Those are my guys.
So like, bro, even like a lot of people don't know. Like I actually took the commuter rail to Chelsea, walked by myself, and start doing the freestyle clinics. So that's how I started knowing who Shalom is and Mr. PSA and Justin Bourne. Yeah. So I'm getting into like the real underground world. You know what I'm saying? Getting into that. Like I was selling vinyls. I was selling vinyls before KMF. So because I'm around ST Nack, Aldovino, I'm around these people who have this.
Exactly. So they put you on, of course.
Put me on. Exactly. So I'm in a whole different world. Yeah. So by the time I joined KMF.
Shout out to ST Nack, man.
Shout out to ST Nack.
Aldovino, Tragic Allies, man. Yo, that's the
Code 9, Paranorm, Hidden Character. They top tier, man.
Top tier.
It's dope to see. Like the thing about what's dope about me was because on the West Coast I remember the Kendricks going, like the Kendricks, the YGs, the J Rocks, the Nipsey Hussles. Like, bro, when I first met Nipsey Hussle, I was 17, and it was before Mustard was just like big like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm 17 years old watching Nipsey Hussle perform, like how a kid will watch me perform.
That's amazing.
You know what I'm saying? So to see that growth. And you know what I mean? It's dope to be on the East Coast now and see ST Nack's growth. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I see Aldovino's growth. You know what I'm saying? Because I came right on time before that like shop maker. You know what I'm saying? Right before that. You know what I'm saying? Right on time. So yeah, bro. So doing them with hanging with them, bro. I was able to travel to Connecticut, to New York, Florida. I got into the Miami hip hop scene, bro, the underground scene, because this Renaissance era is like through the Griselda and through what Kendrick Lamar is doing. This Renaissance era of like treating this music as an art form. Yeah. Is eventually becoming more received better than, you know what I'm saying? So I was grinding with them, bro. I was doing shows and shit like that, bro. I threw my own shows out here. And then when I got to KMF, I just added on to that.
Yeah.
What they got going on, because my man's T-Bone. T-Bone was part of this situation too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, T the Truth. I still call him
T the
T-Bone.
Truth. Yeah, I know who you meant right away. Yeah. T the
But
Truth.
that's how I tied in. That's how I tied in with me and T-Bone, man. We did a lot of classic shit too, bro. So
Yeah.
by the time, because of T-Bone, that's why I went to KMF.
Yeah.
You know, and
His production, man.
oh man, yeah,
It's gotten
And
crazier
got
and crazier,
better.
man. Just to be able to see that growth, because I had just met T when the KMF team had got together.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? The main one I've always known was J Moon. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And then Cash is my cousin. You know what I'm saying? That's
I met Kashi too.
Yeah.
The funny way I
That's
met
my
Kashi
brother.
2 times, bro. I'm not gonna say what rapper he was trying to press, but he pressed the rapper, right?
Of
because
course he did.
because the nigga was like in Hollywood on Kashi, and nigga
shit.
thought he wasn't gonna see Kashi.
Yeah.
And we had a show, we just chilling and shit like that. And Kashi went up to the nigga and was like, "Yo, what's up, bro? I'm Kashi." He was like, "Oh, you got?" He was like, "Yeah, whoa, whoa, whoa," and they started having a conversation. But it wasn't no crazy thing. It was just funny because small world.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? You know what I mean? You'll see this nigga like in the same spot in the same area. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a small world. You'll never thought those people cross paths. So that was the first time I met Kashi.
Hey, yo, it be like that when it
Yeah,
comes. You
yeah.
gotta watch what you saying about people behind their back, bro. It don't even matter if you travel,
Yeah.
bro. You see these artists is running into each other at the airport.
No, for real.
These motherfuckers is running into each other at parties in Miami,
No, for real.
at parties in other countries, Jamaica. Like, niggas travel. Like, niggas be moving around, bro, and they have people in a lot of different places.
That's why I
So-
be like, as a rapper, it's the most scariest like career to have, because you have to travel.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you have to travel. So, you know, you gotta, and if you want to be safe, you know, talk safe.
And another thing about, you know, rapping and traveling and shit like that, that's actually one of the things that took me away from the wanting to be famous part. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind, you know, I'm gonna keep my independence just because I'm a boss anyway. Nobody gonna tell me how to operate my brain, how to run my shit, how to tell my story. You know what I'm saying? So that already enough to not let me fucking sign a contract where somebody's telling me how to, you know what I mean? But when you get into the business part of the music and shit,
Yeah.
you start understanding there's certain types of control you have that other artists just don't fucking have.
Yeah,
You know
no,
what I'm
for
saying?
real, for real.
You got control of your brand, bro, and you get to keep your freedom, bro. You can't. I'm not traveling. I got children, bro. I'm not traveling 10 months out of the year.
Yeah.
And not having no influence over my children, bro. There's no way that my children are gonna grow up talking about this nigga made all this money, but who is he? The fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. Nah, I
You
feel
know what I'm
that.
saying?
I feel that. I feel that.
Not at all, bro. I'm not gonna
feel
be
that.
the dad that's like, oh, well, I pay for everything, so they're fine. Like,
Yeah.
nah, bro, my kids gotta reflect me for real, bro.
No,
Like,
nah, yeah, man.
that's why I'm like, I can
everything
never-
around you is a representation of you.
right.
So you, man, represent me right
Now,
and correct.
I don't mind traveling. I don't mind taking trips. I don't mind going from time to time. Like, I got some famous friends sometimes. I get to go on tours sometime with a couple of my friends and get to see some things, and
Yeah.
that's cool for me.
That's hard.
That's cool for me, bro.
Like,
You know what I'm saying? You can find me out. I'll hang out for a week or two. Boom.
Boom, come back home. Yeah.
Right, and I'll see you next year, nigga, when
see
you're
you
done
next
moving around. Like,
Right.
You know what I mean? I
Right,
got some
right.
shit I got to build, and you know, my business is called The Big Picture for a reason. Everything,
Yeah.
every aspect of life got to be about the bigger picture, bro. And what kind of big picture would it be if you fucking moving about and leaving your kids behind? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah. Bro,
Like I was
feel
telling
that.
you before we started rolling, I do put myself first.
Yeah.
Before the kids, before any woman, before anything. I'm serious.
Nah, I
put
love
myself
it. I love it. I love it.
And again, that's
It's a
why
sense of humor in
That's
my
why they
life.
have.
It's a sense of humor.
Yeah, and that's why they have everything, though, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that because I'm trying to be a dickhead. I'm trying to let other people understand how to pour into themselves first, because that way you're not pouring from an empty cup. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's what everybody in the world seems to be doing right now. Motherfucking pouring from an empty cup. You ain't got nothing, and you pouring into other motherfuckers. Like, for example, you let a nigga borrow $20. 2 weeks later, you going through some shit. And not only do you want your $20 back, you need a nigga to let you hold 100. You feel me? You like, damn, who gonna let me hold 100? I done let 35 niggas hold money last month. Ain't nobody got $20, $30 for me right now.
It's not your
nigga.
black-
It's not. Don't expect that back, bro.
I wouldn't even give
Yeah.
them. Yeah, I don't even feel that way. Not to tell you what to do. Don't even feel that. That's not.
You don't. You shouldn't feel that way.
You know, because that was your blessing to them.
Correct. See
That
that?
was
I
your
like that.
blessing.
I didn't even have to say it.
Yeah.
I was like, yo,
That's-
that's where I was getting at was, bro, you blessed them when they needed it, and the fact that they needed it
Yeah.
recently means that they don't have it now.
Right.
So why would you expect the nigga that you just let borrow money to have it to let you borrow, right?
Right.
Motherfucker,
He's without.
Right. You know,
because he got $20 in his pocket, don't mean he gonna stop being without. Right. So you next week comes like you got my $30, like nigga, I still got your 20. So it's like
exactly.
Yeah. So
that shit ruins a lot of friendships.
It do. If you value that, because everybody have different perspective. If somebody like if you're the type of person that gives someone and you expect a return, that means you have a certain value of your money. Some people don't have value like that. You know, or they don't value money like that. You know what I'm saying? So to people that don't,
kind of say they hard, bro. Like,
you know what I mean? Like, here, take it, bro, because I already know I could get that 20 back.
Exactly.
Not from you, but from something else.
Honestly, you shouldn't even be, if you ain't in a position to lose the 20, you shouldn't give it up.
Right. You gonna act weird.
You feel me? If I know that hurting me is about to get, like, that's why I said me first.
Yeah.
If I know that giving you this 20 is gonna really fuck me up,
I'm not giving to you.
I'm not gonna give it to you.
Bro, I ain't got it.
You can be mad. You can be like, this nigga got all that jewelry on.
Take it up with God.
All that big ass truck he driving.
Take it up with God.
You know, take it up with God. You know what I mean? Because like I got family members and friends who fucking do the same shit. Like, you know, I'm kind of like a matriarch of my family. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the younger brother out of 5 children and shit. But like I'm kind of like
I'm the younger brother out of 6 brothers.
You know, so you know the vibes.
Yeah, I'm the baby. I'm the youngest.
But I'm the go-to for everything. I'm kind of like the big bro, and you know what I'm saying. And I spoil my moms and shit like that too. I hold the mom dukes down. And a lot of times it just gets rough because when you say you don't have something and they don't, you know, they assume that because your life looks a certain way that you just always have it to give, and they don't understand a lot of times to even maintain the type of lifestyle that I live, it's kind of costly.
Maintain. You know? That's the word.
Yeah,
bro.
Maintain.
Because you could get it.
Because I'm not halfway where I want to be. A lot of people and thank y'all so much. The people that give me mad praise, like I get a lot of people in my inboxes and people I run into, and they give me a lot of praise for like things I've done for the community. You know how successful I've come with the music shit I've done and things like that. But little do they know, I'm not even fucking 20% of where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm still working on it, and I'm still a work in progress every day towards them goals. You feel me? But I definitely that battery in my back, it literally be from that. You know?
Hell yeah, bro.
That love frequency shit is that's really my thing.
I love that, bro. I feel that.
Now you see, we getting into. I call this a new world right now. You know, we got a new president again, a president we already had, but a new president.
Yeah.
What you feel about it? You know, I gotta ask you about how you feel about the politics.
You can talk about politics.
Hip hop is politics too.
Hell yeah.
Hip hop is politics too, because we're connected to the political parties, and you know, you see how they use us.
Yeah. I think Donald Trump is gangster, man.
My God.
He just I understand, like me. Me liking him or not, it's not gonna change nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really not gonna. So it's like it's just really of the difference of perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I like red, and you like brown. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I like red, you like brown, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, I understand why you like brown. I understand why you like red.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I understand why you don't like Donald Trump. You know what I mean? I understand it.
Yeah.
But I also understand why somebody like Donald Trump. You think about when he said "Make America Great Again." He's talking about when things was just some regular shit, black and white.
Correct.
That's it. You know what I mean? Just black and white. So that's his idea of what America is. What y'all idea of America is, you know, a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit. That's y'all American shit. That's y'all America. That's y'all vision. But his vision is America is motherfucking 1940s, nigga. That's his vision. Nigga, like, you wanna get mad at this bitch?
See, but when you say shit like 1940s, then you got niggas who say dumb shit like, when everything was segregated and we couldn't drink off the faucets. That's what they're gonna say.
Yes.
That's not how I think he sees it.
I think he sees it that way.
I'm gonna tell you why
gotta separate this shit. It's too much shit going on. Fuck China. He's like, fuck, separate from China. Separate from this. We're gonna actually call Coast. What's it called? Coast Gulf of Mexico. We're gonna call it Gulf of America. We're gonna separate them shit. Separate that shit. This is. Hey, we gonna make America great again. You know how gangster go look at your maps. That shit is called Gulf of America. Or Gulf. Yeah, on the maps. Check it out right now.
Yo, get out of here.
Bro, swear to God, bro. That's how gangster Donald Trump is, bro. We separating this shit.
It's like the Gulf of America. That is fine.
Check, bro.
You know he's trying to make Canada 51st another state and shit too.
Yeah, Canada, come down, man. Make America great again. It says it, right?
Gulf of America. He's a goon.
That's how gangster guys.
He's a goon.
Bro, we separating this bullshit.
But nah, this is why I don't think he tried. Okay, right. So a lot of people don't know how much he's done for black people, right?
Okay.
And this is before he was ever even president. This is just on his own dollar, like
okay.
From just from just being a regular person. See, before he ever became president, he was around nothing but the black people. He was in the music videos. He was around all the rappers. He was around all the basketball players.
I remember his shows.
Bro,
he had a couple black people in there.
Yeah, always, bro.
He was on Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
So he was participating.
He helped Nelson Mandela, bro.
Oh, he did?
That nigga, they would not let that nigga come home. This nigga sent a private jet.
Oh man, that's crazy.
That nigga sent a private jet to give him. This is in the 1990.
Yeah,
This is weird. You know what I'm saying? Like he's done so much to help black people, bro. And on the media, they'll post like a dumbass caption, and fucking they'll post like one random sentence that he said in an interview that doesn't sound appealing, and they'll use that shit as promo. You know what I'm saying? But people won't go take the time to watch the whole interview or go listen to the whole.
Yeah.
Like so, like for example, like. I took the time to go and read all the executive orders this motherfucker done signed since he became president. You know what I mean? He's at over 100 now, but I read them when there was only about 45. And everything I read, I was fucking quite satisfied to have read. You feel me? Not only did it benefit black people, they also benefited fathers. You feel me? Excuse me. For example, we have a lot of people that was going back and forth about the DEI hires and shit like that. First of all, a lot of these executive orders that he signed have not even gone through yet. They have to get passed and through Senate and all that extra shit. So people are like, oh, since Trump became president, all these planes are crashing because he wants to Why are you blaming that on this motherfucker? This nigga's not the reason why. First of all, he's not flying the plane. Let's start there. This nigga don't fly planes. So he's not the reason the planes are crashing. Secondly, these executive orders that he signed haven't even fucking kicked in fully. So these DEI hires that are supposed to be replaced have not been. So the motherfuckers that's crashing these planes are probably the people that is the reason why he wants them to remove the DEI. So he's basically saying it shouldn't matter if you're a black person or a Puerto Rican person or an Asian person or a gay person or a veteran. If you don't know how to fly a fucking plane better than this person that interviewed, that's the person that's going to get the job. The nigga who's about to have 200 people's lives in his hands.
Right.
That's fuck that DEI. That's what he's saying.
I feel that.
And people think that DEI.
Want somebody to do their motherfucking job. And that know how.
Exactly. And that's all he's saying. And a lot of things a lot of research people didn't do is that like people don't know that black people actually benefit from DEI hires least than any other race.
Oh, that's dope, man. I didn't know
we
that.
benefit least. You know why? Because we've always had to work twice as hard to get in the shoes of a white man.
That's fire.
We've always had to work twice as hard.
I love these type of conversations, man.
So when you go, and you can look this up. If you go look up, like, who's the number one benefactors of DEI hires, it's white women.
Wow. Okay, I didn't know that.
It's white women. I think second is Hispanics. Third is Asian. Fourth is veterans. Fifth is disabled. Sixth is LGBTQ. Seventh, which is last.
Where the black women at?
Seventh is black.
Oh wow.
Seventh, last on the list. So people think these DEI hires is gonna lose a whole bunch of black jobs, and I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah. That's
90% of the black jobs that have been really earned because a black motherfucker had to do twice as much work.
Yeah.
You feel me?
You have to.
But
Sucks. But you have to.
Yo, real shit, and they don't understand. That they don't understand that a Republican president is not saying fuck the poor people. He's saying poor people get off your asses and let's all be rich.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is why he's trying to make when he's talking about making America great again. He's trying to make all the trade and all that. He's trying to make it so that we can grow our own food. You can't grow an apple tree in your backyard right now without the city coming and making you chop that shit down.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, no, they want you to buy this shit from the grocery store with all the pesticides and the chemicals and shit they put in the food.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, why you think you can't go? You know how even in LA, how many places you walk by and these motherfuckers growing? They got trees and shit growing, fruit trees.
Yeah, Damn, I haven't seen a fruit tree since my grandma. My grandma used to have a tangerine tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they ain't coming. They ain't coming to chop them bitches down.
They not.
You feel me?
Yeah, nah.
Like over here on this side, bro. They coming, bro. You cannot grow your own food like that for real, bro.
Damn.
And if you can garden, you get to have like a little garden space. Like you have to have a limited amount because the city won't allow you to do it a certain way and shit like that.
Damn, I didn't know it's politics and landscape.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's they
Damn.
try to make it so you have to go to the grocery store and buy their shit. And then you got motherfuckers like Trump who put Robert F. Kennedy in office to deal with the nutrition.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And he's trying to get these motherfuckers to take the dyes and the chemicals and the poisons out of the cereal, out of the fruit, out of the... How is this a bad idea? How the fuck is this a bad administration? You know what I'm saying? Like you can't give me a fucking single reason why it's a bad idea.
America is crazy, man.
It is. It's a fucked up place, but people gotta understand America's a corporation. It's not a country.
Yeah.
It's not a country. This is a business. America is a business, and why not let a businessman run it a business type of way?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's running. He's running this shit like it's a corporation. He's not even thinking about the races. That's why he's like, fuck the DEI.
Yeah.
He's not thinking about. He's like, we're all people. We're all people.
Yeah.
And if you're not here illegally, then you're taking away from the people
That's
who are.
That's why you need to go back to Dr. Trump's. I said Dr. Trump, Donald Trump show, and see how he was working and stuff like that. Because he had all types of people trying to work for him. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
I think motherfucker have a show right now. They definitely gonna kill his ass.
Oh yeah, nah.
They gonna shoot the fuck out him.
Yeah, nah, man.
Word up.
And he took a bullet, man. What president you know? Well, I mean, a lot of presidents took bullets. But survived, though. Nigga survived and lived. Nigga took a bullet off the ear. Nigga was trying to chop his ear off. Nigga was like, America! I was like, that shit is funny to me, man.
You know, look how everybody went crazy how motherfucking Elon Musk, he did the fucking Hail Hitler sign. And
He's goofy to me.
That's the guy that you want to who is?
Elon Musk, he's just goofy.
He is. He's goofy as fuck.
He remind me of like a South Park character. You feel me?
Yo.
Like if you watch South Park, yeah, he remind me of South Park.
I think, you know what? I think he might kind of see the world in a little bit of a way like South Park because of the
Definitely.
Because he has control to play with the pieces like it's South Park.
When you understand South Park, my fault. But
Yeah.
when you understand South Park and understand the writers, you look at the world differently. You know what I'm saying? You look, it's a different.
You gotta grow up on that shit for real.
Yeah,
you gotta grow
it's
up on that shit for real.
And that's why, like, my sense of humor or just like how I look at things. You know what I mean? It's like I understand. You understand Kanye.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I understand what he's doing. I never know about the ancient African shit though, but. That shit is funny because if you watch South Park, that's a perfect South Park episode. Like Elon Musk doing this shit. I was like, that's some South Park episode shit. Like what the fuck? Like that's crazy.
Yo, facts.
That's crazy.
They still making episodes of that shit now, right? They still putting out new episodes.
I fell off South Park, man.
Bro,
I did too.
I fell off. I'm a big fan of South Park.
They are,
The
right?
day after something happens, they'll have a special whole episode on it.
Oh, for real?
Like, just like when COVID came out, when it like the
Oh yeah, I watched that
shit,
one.
Like,
I watched
the
that
day
one.
after it was like the big shit.
Get out of there, really?
They had a COVID special.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
that shit was
goodness.
funny.
They be on it still. Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, man.
I've been watching South Park since like
And that
98, bro.
shit, speaking of COVID, what happened to it?
Oh yeah, COVID. I mean,
Where'd it go?
to be honest, y'all, like
Hey, where's COVID?
When-
Where'd COVID go?
when the world broke down, that was the best time, bro. That was the best time, bro, because it slowed everybody down. And for me, once everybody slowed down, it made everybody pay attention to entertainment more. So that was the perfect time to drop music.
Yeah, it was.
You know what I'm saying? Because people are
That was
trying
the
to be
perfect time. It
entertained.
was
Yeah.
definitely a great time to drop music.
Because now everybody's like working. Everybody's trying to get back to what, their lives and stuff like that.
And I think it made a lot of people start businesses too. Like a lot of
Yeah.
businesses opened up during that shit. Motherfuckers started pulling their craftiness out their ass. Motherfuckers was selling ashtrays,
Man, all type of shit.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, niggas was
Socks,
selling
niggas.
crochet goddamn bracelets.
Yeah, I
nigga,
got
like-
juice boxes, nigga. I got cookies, nigga.
Yo, I ain't never seen so many kids with lemonade stands in my fucking
Man.
life.
Couple
I'll-
strawberries.
I was selling ice cream sandwiches out here.
Get out
I
of here.
swear to God, bro. Make some cookie dough, chocolate chip, put that vanilla, bow, put the aluminum foil, get your JT sandwich.
Hey,
I swear to God, I was dropping them off and everything, man.
get it
for
how you
real.
live. That's
For
fucking
real,
lit.
bro. I swear to God, bro. I was out here on
That's
because I was
crazy.
supposed to move back, to LA, but COVID happened.
Yeah.
Then, they shut the airport down, all type of shit like that. So I was
Yeah.
just like, all right, I'm here.
Yo, throughout that whole time, that whole COVID shit, while everybody was locked in the crib, I was the one. I can't say the only. I was one of the only motherfuckers outside. I was taking long road trips, 7, 8 hour drives, 10-hour drives. I drove down to Florida. Bro, it was no traffic ever.
Yeah, man.
Ever. It was a straight shot. No matter where I was going, it was the quickest route. Like, swear to God, I was not staying inside for nobody. I was like, I'll risk it.
Yeah, man.
Cause I'm big on knowing that herbs heal everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm an herbal dude. Like I don't take medicine. I don't even take Tylenol for headaches, bro. I don't take pills or nothing for nothing.
Nah, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? I only take herbs. It don't matter what the sickness is. Like I had COVID 3 times since it came out, and it only lasted a day. Cause I put together the proper remedy to take the mucus and shit off my lungs. You elderberries and shit, mullein leaf. That kind of shit breaks down mucus like crazy. You feel me? I also fast. Like every month or two, I'll do like a 72-hour fast.
Yep.
I don't eat no food. I'll just drink water.
Yep,
Sometimes I do fruit fast where I'm only drinking fruit smoothies and eating fruit. Like, so my system's kind of clean. Like, honestly, for a nigga that's damn near 300 pounds, my doctor be like, bro, you're the healthiest big nigga I've ever fucking met.
Oh, that's fire.
He be like, he runs all my tests and shit. He's like, there's literally absolutely nothing wrong with you. You're just fucking huge.
That's hard. That's hard.
He's like, I'm supposed to say you're obese, but you're fucking so athletic. Cause I would show him like me in the gym like I be doing pull-ups and shit, you know.
Yep.
I be doing pull-ups, and he's like, you're 300 pounds and you hit 10 pull-ups like that, like it was nothing.
That's hard.
And I'm like, yeah. He's like, bro. He's like, I want to call you obese, but I can't, motherfucker. I can't even do 5 pull-ups.
That's fire.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's
But
fire.
it's about putting the right things where it's supposed to go in your body. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm not perfect. I'm still damn near 300 pounds, so I can still pack some heavy food in, but I don't eat a lot of shit. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't eat a lot of junk food and shit like that.
Yep.
I might take in a little extra carbs and shit like that, some rice and so, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but a lot of times, like I'll eat nothing but meat and veggies. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm like, damn, I don't even want no meat. I'll chop meat out and just eat vegetables. I'll start eating veggie soup and shit for like a week. But I think that's why when I do herbal healing, that's why I think it actually works.
Because your body's getting all the nutrients.
Yeah.
So it's your body. So your cells is already full of nutrients. So by the time you get sick, it's able to be strong enough to fight back the virus.
Because if you're a person who literally just drinks all the time, eats like shit, you know what I'm saying? And then you try to put some herbs, you fuck around and get sick and try to get some herbs, you ain't gonna do shit for you.
Now, ever since I've been fasting, bro, because out here I used to get sick a lot.
Yeah.
But ever since I've been fasting and watching what I'm eating and stuff like that, and going to the gym, bro, like at first it was really cold out here for me on the East Coast, but now I think because I've been out here for a cool minute, and eating right too, like I feel like it's not that cold. All right, just these winters haven't been this cold because people be like, "Oh, you should have been here in 2012." You know what I mean? The snow was up to here.
It was.
Yeah. So
I'll never forget it. 2013 is the last big storm we had where shit was like 6 feet.
Yes, I'm glad I missed that. I was like, man, y'all trooping. Y'all used to go to school out here. Nigga, y'all niggas have to go.
No, we was trucking it. We was trucking it.
We in LA, la. Hey, what's up, bro? Hey, la. It's sunny. It don't snow out there like that.
Bro, my junior year, I think it was 2014. It snowed for like 3 days.
Yeah.
We didn't have school for like 2.5, 3 weeks.
Damn.
That's when we had snow.
Facts.
Until July. Until July on Boston Street, like fucking 30-foot snowbank.
That facts. I remember that stuff.
They were not having us walk. I wasn't walking. I know regardless I was walking. That shit was
Nah, back when I was young, though, they didn't give a fuck, bro. Like, we was walking through blizzards to get to school, bro. I'm talking about you can't even see nothing.
I'm not going to
Like,
school.
it's not only is it mad snow on the ground, you can't even see because it's just blowing you dead in your face. You get to school and one side of your shit's frosted.
I quit my job. I quit a job. I was working on some underground Amazon type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? During like COVID, so doing like just deliveries and stuff like that. They give you a truck, you get some, you get paid like, I think like $2 or $5 a bag or a box you drop off. So nigga, it's snowing, right? I'm talking about it's like 18 degrees, nigga, like, and it's snowing, blizzard and shit like that. I'm in, I think I'm in like Malden or something. They asked me to go to Malden and some other places. They didn't go to Boston, and I called. I'm looking at my dresses and stuff. I called them. I was just like, yeah, bro, I'm not doing that. It's blizzarding, it's snowing, all type of shit. They was like, oh, bro, man, I know you from the West Coast, bro, but you know what I'm saying, you get used to it. It's like, I know I'll get used to it. I don't want to do it. I'm not coming to work today. I'm not doing it. That's what they. If I don't want to do that shit, I'm not doing it. I'll be all right. I'll miss today. Oh, well, you will get fired. Well, damn. God bless me.
He said, God bless me.
I'm not doing that shit, man. Nah, it was too cold for me at the time. Now, like, since I have a kid now, shit like that.
How about this winter though? It was cold.
This winter wasn't that cold. It was. I felt worse, bro. Like last year.
I definitely had worse.
Last year in February it was like 3 degrees.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
last year in February
last year was
like,
definitely colder.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
Nah, this is good.
Last year was colder, bro.
Yo, there
smooth.
was 2 weeks in February. That shit was like fucking real feel 3 degrees.
That was the worst we've had though.
But not
Last year we hit negatives though.
Yeah, bro, that's negative.
If someone doesn't want to smoke, you know it's a force.
Nah, I feel that.
You go outside, the fingertips hurting and shit.
Oh hell yeah.
You felt that? I didn't feel that this
Bro, I
year.
got a big ass
Nah, I didn't
scar
feel that
right
this
here.
year neither.
Yeah.
Bro, I got a big ass scar. It's like a little weatherman type shit. Like it hurts when it gets mad cold. This shit been hurting. I swear to God.
Nah, I feel it. He's like, fuck all that. It's cold.
So I say that all the time. I'm like, if you a deadbeat dad,
Come
if you
on.
the type of like, you ain't even allowed to be my friend.
Come
bro,
on.
If you don't fucking, cause how you got love for me if you don't love your kids?
Come
bro?
on.
Like period. Like I don't care.
If you don't love kids, you don't love me for sure.
Don't come with me. Yeah,
You
word.
man, you ready? You do it. You
My
capable of
ride,
doing
my
anything.
ride or die brother, cuz. I'm like, no, don't call me your ride or die nothing.
Hell
Nigga.
no.
You are not
I'm not riding
or
and I'm not
dying
dying.
for me, nigga. No, you're not. Cut
I'm
it
not
out.
riding. I'm not dying. Nah, hell nah.
But moving forward, so you say you're working on art and you actually got some projects you're
Yeah.
working on low key that you're putting out. Before we end, I want you to talk to me about like is there a new specific art piece that you've been working on that you're gonna actually put out? Like you're gonna put it out to start selling it, or are you gonna are you just doing art just to bring yourself
therapeutic.
some internal peace type?
Yeah,
shit?
internal peace. It's
Yeah.
therapeutic.
Are you gonna share it with people, or is it just for you?
I'm gonna share with people, but right now it's just therapeutic because I went through a lot of trauma growing up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of grieving, a lot of situations. You know what I'm saying, where it just led me to where I just want to be, expressing myself in an artistic way. It's therapeutic. Instead of going to a therapy, I could just rap about it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of going to therapy, I tried therapy too. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like I'm still talking to somebody who don't know me.
I was about my next
why
question
should I
is how
talk-
you feel about going to therapy, because I like my personal aspect on therapy is that depending on who the person is, I say, because I'm not gonna say therapy is completely useless, because I know it has worked for a lot of people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
But I don't feel like a lot of people who come from traumatizing backgrounds like we do
Right.
can sit down and talk to a therapist, because it's not confidential.
Right.
They say it's confidential, but it's not, because as soon as you say something that they feel needs to be fucking said to somebody, they're gonna go tell on you.
Right.
They're gonna go, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't, for example, say, oh, I witnessed a murder when I was 10 years old, and I was fucking, and it's been haunting me. You know what I'm saying? And like, if they want to start asking questions about the murder and see if they can uncover the motherfucker before they start to worry about how it affected you, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you could say you killed somebody and got away with it.
Yeah. And
Say how that say that shit haunts you every night when you go to bed.
Right. That's deep.
You can't tell that shit to a therapist.
That's deep. You should tell it to yourself.
But somebody gonna tell you, right? But somebody gonna tell you
Talk to
need
God.
therapy.
Yeah,
you talk to God.
Talk to God. Talk to
you
God.
feel me?
Talk to yourself and then talk to God. Because therapy is cool. Like I said, if you need a person, therapy is for niggas that like to just be socialized, still want to social somehow.
Right.
They still need human interaction and to solve their motherfucking problems.
And when they go out, they feel uncomfortable. When they go out in the public, they feel all fucked up and they're trying to figure out a way to get right.
I go dates on myself. I go to a restaurant by myself.
Same.
Sit on the table.
People say that's weird.
It's not weird.
A lot of people can't do that shit.
I enjoy my own company.
I love it, nigga.
I enjoy my own company.
And I'll even fire tip.
Yeah.
What?
Thank
you. Gonna
you.
eat $100 steak by itself? What?
Go to the movie theater by myself.
Yo, big facts.
Man,
big facts. Bro, I got a membership at the movie theater.
That's hard.
Yo,
That's hard.
Yo, I used to have that shit. If you get unlimited movies,
yeah,
$20 a month.
25. It's 25 now. It's $24.99. You know how they up everything.
Yeah.
$24.99, bro. I get to watch.
That's actually smart.
I get to watch up to 3 movies a week for free.
That's hard.
I can order my snacks and shit right before I get there. When I walk in the movie theater, my shit's right there ready for me to go. I just get my food and walk right in.
Oh, you don't remember? That nigga remember. Thank you.
For real. Yo, you got. That's why I say you guys gotta love me first.
Yeah,
Good. That's a good because you love yourself.
Yeah.
That's why it's good to ain't nothing wrong with treating yourself to a nice lunch or a nice dinner or whatever, bro. And even it don't matter if you got a fucking wife or girlfriend or nothing or single. It don't matter. Still take yourself out and do something nice for yourself. It don't matter if you're sitting down having lunch by yourself, bro.
Treat yourself.
You know what I mean? What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
You gonna hit the mall? You ain't hungry from shopping? Now you gotta call somebody so you can sit down and eat. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Sit down and have a steak.
Lakers highlights.
Man, I just don't go to the bar by myself. I'm too paranoid for that.
I do, but it has to be a hole. No, it has to be a hole in the wall. It has to be. That's when I go hang out with the white people.
No, okay, that's it. Depending on the environment. You're right. Depending on the environment.
If I'm like by my own lonesome, like you literally catch me at like fucking sidelines in Salem.
No, yeah, okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like I'll pull up there, look, just like this. I ain't worried, you know what I mean? I can go to sidelines in Salem and be comfortable. There's a bunch of college kids there.
Right, chilling.
There's literally very minimal people that are old. It's like either my age or like college.
No, true.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Where it's at.
I did hear.
The Anchor.
The Anchor?
The Anchor.
No, I
it's
never
lit.
heard that.
Yo,
it's lit.
3 Grateful Deads, you get them for like $11 if you feed it.
What are they called? Grateful Deads?
In Beverly? Oh, I fuck
Grateful
with
Dead.
those are the type of
They
places
just
to
got
take
3
me.
pool tables with a long bar. You just kick it, pay $1 for the game. You know,
'Cause
random people will put their quarter. You'll be playing with your boys. Someone will put their quarter. It's like, damn, they want to play us.
Nah, I feel that.
Hit me next time you go so I can get a feel for it.
Yeah, hell yeah, I feel that. Yeah, let me know too, man. Shit, I want some new places. Yeah, I fuck with pool.
I suck at it, but I'll play it.
Pool and some beers, just kicking it.
Yeah,
that's a vibe. I'll definitely do that.
I do that because people like the thing about like traveling, right? People expect or want to like take me to the hood. They be like, yeah, like, yo, West, you out here? Hey, West, you in Lynn? I'm gonna take you to the grimiest place in Lynn. Like, nah, take me to Blue Ox. like, don't you feel me? Like, come on, man. I didn't leave some more shit to see some other shit. Because I be telling people like, what's the difference?
You know what it is?
I'm like, nigga, the same crackheads you guys, the same crackheads we got.
Yeah, exactly.
The same type of weird shit y'all got is the same shit.
I'm gonna tell you why they do that. They do that for their own validation. They do that. They do that to try to say you with the. They do that to say you with the realest nigga in the town, so you safe anywhere with me.
Nah, I'm good.
So I'm gonna bring. That's what they're trying to say. Why would you want to bring somebody who's not from here to the most grimiest spot?
Yeah.
What are you trying to prove?
You're telling me you're gonna keep me the safest. Why am I in the most dangerous?
That's too much responsibility for you.
Right. Real shit.
That's too much responsibility for you to keep me safe.
And
I'm a wild nigga, bro.
And 75% of the people who's gonna bring you to the grimiest part are the least grimy people.
Man,
the least grimy.
Nice
people.
Motherfuckers.
Real shit. Flick them on the forehead, niggas start crying. Like, you know what I mean?
Nah, man. Yeah. So I like take me to Beverly, bro. Like pause. Like take me to Beverly. Take me to. Well, actually, I don't need to say that. I know my intentions, man. When motherfuckers be saying pause and shit, I be like, nigga, what are you thinking?
I got a big thing. Yo, am I lying? I got a big thing about it. Here, I be here in the studio coming at nigga because every time I say something but pause, I'm like, bros, don't.
What are you thinking like that for, man?
Stop fucking playing.
Yeah, because I'm not even thinking like that. Yeah,
exactly. Like, why would you even be? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and I'm like, oh, I bet you break your banana like this, and when you eat it, right, you break it in pieces now. You don't eat the banana regularly.
Nigga, I eat that shit regularly.
You know what I mean? And I'd be like, yo, if I ever eat a banana or a popsicle in front of one of you niggas, and you try to play with me, just understand I'm caving you.
I'm gonna question your thoughts. It's like this. It's like if I got a banana, bro, and I'm eating a banana, you imagine this banana to be a dick, bro?
Right.
I'm questioning your thoughts.
Correct. Correct.
You okay?
Correct.
Are you alright, bro?
Bro, if you gotta, I feel like if you gotta say it so many times, I feel like if you gotta say it so many times with everything, those be the niggas who be in the closet for real.
Nah, yeah, that's funny.
You know what I mean? Those, real shit, bro. Like, cause I found out a lot of niggas have become. You know what I mean? But it usually be those niggas that you find out like, oh shit, that makes sense.
Yeah.
No,
you stupid. That shit makes sense. All right now.
Because I'm like, this nigga referenced every time something sounded gay, felt gay.
Right.
I'm like, he just referenced it. So when you find out that nigga was kissing his cousin or some shit,
okay.
you be like, oh.
I see where you get these thoughts.
You know what I'm saying? I see. It makes sense. You was hiding it. You don't have. Now you can be yourself.
Be yourself, bro. I'm saying, yo, we no disrespect to the LGBTQ. No disrespect to none of them. We love y'all. Be you.
Exactly, be you. That's
Be you,
that's
man.
and even the LGBT, they don't like in the closet motherfuckers neither. For real. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why, because that's why they have a community. It's about being you.
Be you.
Be yourself, bro.
Be yourself, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is.
Nah, yeah, so I feel that.
Because why you gotta don't put on a mask around me, nigga? Who the fuck am I?
Right, nah,
you know
for real, man.
Word.
For real. Like y'all, you looking at me up, you looking up to me too high, nigga.
Facts. But
you goddamn. But yeah.
So now we know the art. Okay, so the art's therapeutic right now. You
Yeah.
know, I'm glad you're gonna share because I definitely want to see what you've been coming up with. And then you say you're working on a couple projects. What is the next, like, what is the soonest or latest that we can expect to get something from you? You know what I'm saying?
Damn, man. I'll say like album. I got like EPs. I got an EP with my cousin Mac Dolo. We're gonna drop that like probably like in 2-3 weeks.
Fire. What's it called?
I don't even know yet.
Still figuring it out?
Yeah, we still trying to figure it out. But we got some song shit done, so you know, we got like the cover art, kind of like the direction of where the cover art is going to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when I like making my music. I like making music like a movie you listening to sonically. You know what I mean? So just like imagine just listening to like Boys in the Hood sonically.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like in headphones, without seeing the picture.
Right.
That's how I create my albums.
That's dope as shit.
So it's like, so if you go listen to like The Moth, you listen to Warm Ocean, listen to a lot of that, you know, even West Street, I kind of like structure my album like it's like first scene, second scene, third scene, you know, fourth scene, fifth scene, you know, and then and then it's the middle, it's the climax, and then the last track of this project is the perspective of all what you just went through. Mm-hmm. They're just all the emotions, you know what I'm saying, the conclusion, you know what I'm saying, I take you in, you know what I mean, so that's how dope. That's how I create my projects, you know what I mean, so like the next project it's called Tied In. It's with the males, you know. It's with the males, the twins.
Yeah.
And yes, I call it Tied In. It's just basically because Tied In is like kind of like my like I guess my like signature saying now.
Yeah.
Where it's like if something happened between me and you, we tied in now, or something, you know, it could be good or bad. But now it's like we bonded by faith. You know what I mean? So it's just. That's basically what the project is about. It's bonded by faith. You know what I'm saying? You have no control, and you have no control, but we here. You know what I'm saying? It could be. So the project is mainly about us. With me, or a character of me, at a house party, and the house party gets shot up.
Yeah.
So from that, it's going to be that perspective, and going out the day after that. So you listening to that project from soon as you hear the house party, you know, certain music, people talking, you know, what you would hear in a house party. You hear it gets shot up, and then it get to, you know, the thoughts of what happened. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the project is really about.
That's deep. That's fire.
Yeah, I'll
bro.
show you the cover art too.
Yeah, let me see. I want to see it.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty fire, bro. That's some serious structure for your art.
So when you even look at
that's
it,
fire.
you
Okay.
know, I like my inspiration is like Quentin Tarantino, John Singleton, you know, our house party, like house party mixed with like Boys in the Hood. You feel me? Like it's like that's kind of like my aesthetic with black exploitation. You know what I'm saying? Those are all like my aesthetics. You know, so.
Good shit, bro.
Yeah, good looking, bro. So yeah, I'll let you.
Make sure
listen
before you drop it. Make sure before you drop it, remember the rollout.
Yeah.
Give them something. And by the rollout, I don't even mean doing nothing crazy for real. I mean just before, like the week or two before you put that shit out. This is just a word of advice. You don't gotta take it. Just do something controversial as fuck that make people shift all their attention to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if you get into a fake fight and post that shit. Everybody will be talking about it. Then you post a song. You notice all this controversy that was happening about me. Everybody's running their mouth about me, social media back and forth, talking all that bullshit. What I do, I went into the song.
You know how deep that shit is? You know how deep that shit is? Like, that's how, like, the attention you're going to get.
Yeah.
If you do this, then it shift to this.
Yeah, bro.
And then it shift to that. And now it's...
Because everybody has a short attention span. Social media's made it that way.
No, for
where,
real.
you know, 5 to 7 seconds is all you get. before somebody's ready to swipe away from watching your ass.
No, for real,
You know
bro.
what I mean? So
for real.
you got to be able to figure out how the fuck you're gonna get that attention for that 5 seconds, and you're gonna keep that motherfucker.
That's why I be telling artists,
You know what I'm
right?
saying?
That's why I be telling artists and Lynn, right? Like I be like, and Lynn, I'm like, all right, you Spanish or just you Spanish, you short, are you tall? Well, we got that already. Got ST Nack. I'm trying to think who else. I'm trying to think who else, man. Who else? I got we got ST Nack. Who else? Spanish rapper. I consider Dominican black and Spanish, but I'm just saying like I'm trying to like, is Johnny
So now
Nash
you got me thinking.
Johnny Nash Spanish?
Is he? I don't think he's Spanish now.
Well, we already got an ST Nack.
He
So
looks
you
Spanish.
you coming in.
He looks Spanish, right? Johnny Nash looks Spanish.
Yeah. I don't know if
motherfucker.
I really don't know. I
think
don't
he's
know.
mulatto though. I think he's black and white, right?
It's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. But what I'm really trying to say is like, you know, shout out to ST Nack, but we already got an ST Nack. How can you separate yourself from that?
Right.
Be different. You know what I'm saying? We already got a Johnny Nash. We already got a Selly Bucks.
Right.
We already got a J Moon. We already got, you know, this Catchy 2 Time. You know what I mean? It's like now, how can you separate yourself? And the thing about these new artists too out here, I'll be going to their shows and stuff like that, and it's like motherfuckers be dropping one single and thinking they got like they the hardest motherfucker out. And drop one single. Y'all know motherfuckers did no groundwork.
No groundwork.
Where the furthest y'all ever traveled to?
Facts.
Who
Yeah.
like you outside of this shit?
The lack of people.
That shit crazy. Drop one single, they be thinking they like, I'm that. Like
Yeah.
I be getting offended, bro. I be getting offended because of the passion I got. Like I be ready to sock niggas out. Like bro, I be like, nigga, what? Like you drop an EP and you think you could behave like this? It's just their behavior, their body language to me. You know what I'm saying? Just like
Nah, I get it.
like. Now if you came to me
Motherfuckers
like,
get real untouchable, no bullshit.
bro, because I'm around ST Nack and Al Divino, bro. So it's and I'm around my homies Low. Now you see Low. I'm around Dutch Casey. I'm around Mac Dolo. I'm around Cleo Jacobs. I'm around people that really put in work. You could go back to 2015 and listen to a Cleo Jacobs tape.
Yep.
You could go all the way back. You're pretty sure you've been rapping since, you know what I mean, 2000. You could go back to 2003, 2004.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You really put the groundwork, bro.
You can go
you know
way
what I'm saying?
back, yeah.
So it's like, where's your credentials for you to even think like that? You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. It's like once you, and I'm not shit either because I still got to do the groundwork as well, but I don't behave that way.
Right.
I still trying to be humble and still want to learn. I still want to know because shit, nigga, I'm without.
Well, that's the thing. That's,
Like,
the, thing
nigga, how you
about,
get
that's
this?
the thing about these platforms, though, bro. Like, they probably feel that way because people are making them feel that way. Like they'll post,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? They'll post a little song or whatever, but then they'll realize they got 5,000 views. They got 100 people that said it was fire.
Because they never been popular.
But they
wasn't
never
the
been popular.
Remember, a lot of these,
But
think
when
about
they
the
get to the show, they realize
Yeah.
that out of those 5,000 people that watched this shit, fucking 5 people showed up.
and you better
5.
rock. And if 5 people showed up, you better rock that motherfucker.
Yeah, facts,
You know what I'm
facts.
saying? But
Facts.
like it's a lot of people. Cause you gotta think about when rappers be like, yo, when I was not rapping and shit, I wasn't getting no bitches. I wasn't driving the fly's car.
Yep.
See, I wasn't. So now they get this attention, they don't know how to maintain it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because they never have. They was always without. You know what I'm saying? So this is why you get a lot of crash outs, local or industry or
Big
mainstream,
time.
because the industry
time.
always want to pick somebody without. Nigga, like, nigga, I never had a problem with bitches. I never had
Talk
problem.
his
You
shit,
know what I'm saying?
nigga,
I like, you know what I mean? I could work at a grocery store, which I have, and still have a girlfriend or bitches or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I could work at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Flip fries. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And still, and that's not a problem. You know, even just maintaining my health, maintaining, you know, just my spirituality, you know, maintaining, I always had that. That was my foundation. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's like,
That's the most important thing.
yeah, so to me, when they get
A
to,
woman could tell when you vibrating high too. Like they know
Yeah.
you got that aura. They be like, yo, there's something about that motherfucker right there.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be dressed crazy. You ain't gotta be dipped out, draped
yeah,
out,
white
nothing
tee,
like that.
white tee and some jeans,
Yeah,
or white tee and
basic.
some sweats.
That's it, bro.
I'm gonna have a nice car though.
Yeah.
At least, you know, I like
we
BMWs.
always- you know the gentleman-
I
you
like,
know the
I
gentleman
like
like some wheels.
BMWs. Yeah, I like BMWs. I like Mercedes.
Yeah.
Nigga, I was in LA with a drop top Mustang and shit like that. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I still like my shit, but I'll come out that motherfucker with a white tee and some sweats and nice shoes.
Same.
A couple chains.
Shit, you see me?
Yeah,
you see me?
right.
You see
No,
me?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm dressed for the shoot, but like, nigga, you see me hop out the Suburban and Crocs and
Yeah.
some sweats, nigga.
I'm
Like,
chilling,
you know
nigga.
what I'm saying? Like, word up.
Nah,
Chilling.
for real.
Dad
For real.
shorts and shit. Like,
Yeah.
summertime, like,
Nigga,
man.
that shirt's ankle socks, nigga.
Mad cozy,
comfortable.
exactly.
Nah, for real.
That's gonna be it for today, though. We're gonna wrap it up because you know
Oh,
we
yeah.
got more coming. Definitely, we're gonna have you back. You know, after you get some more work done.
Yup, hell
As
yeah.
far as what drops and shit like that, definitely would love to have you back here. Appreciate you coming
Nah, I
to the great
appreciate you,
area
man.
presented to
Hell
you
yeah.
by the Big Picture, my nigga Wes Taylor.
Tied in.
Yes, sir. Make sure y'all go and check him out on YouTube and any streaming platforms, and make sure y'all definitely look out for the new work he's got coming. And you already know, I'll see y'all next week. You dig? Peace. I do.
Fire. You fuck with it?
Thanks for coming. Yeah.
Nah,
it's cool.
yeah.